Nicole, the setter, a senior from Las Vegas, will join her. Along with their libero, Audrey Patton, Risa Sena, and rounding out the starters, Taylor Thomas for UIW. The Cardinals will serve first. We're underway, and glad to have you along for the ride. McLaughlin tried to come up with the dig on the delivery by UIW. She did not have the answer there, and so the Cardinals on the road with the first point tonight. Serving is Anahea Fatau. And the Cardinals quickly out in front here, 2-0. Figure one of the keys tonight for UIW. Check it, that point goes to HCU, so it evens it up at 1-1. You figure on the road tonight, especially, UIW wants to get out to a quick start like they did against the Huskies in San Antonio earlier this season. Good dig and volley, and Jacobs with the deflection's going to get the point for the Huskies, and the Huskies take a 2-1 lead. There's Emerald Jacobs with the kill for the point. Off the deflection at the net. And Alexia Jones serving for the Huskies. Kill that time by Calissa Allison. And she sent it too deep, so that'll be a return error and a point for the Huskies. It makes it 3-1 now as we get underway. First set, best of 5. Southland Conference play. McLaughlin sets up dash. Good deflection by Archie at the net and a return. But the block up front from Audrey Patton. Check it, that was Taylor Thomas who got a hand on it, the 5'11 freshman from Pompano Beach, Florida. It went out of bounds, and the Huskies get the point. Strong right hand at the middle of the floor from Alana Archie. And the Huskies extend the lead out to 5. 5 consecutive points now for HCU after the opening volley from UIW to get this one underway. Jones delivers the service. And that one is in. That'll be a point for UIW on the return. Breaks the string of 5 in a row by the Huskies. And dropping back to serve is Risa Sena. Sena, a senior from Long Beach, California. Wilson High School out there on the West Coast. And the Huskies with the point. Deflected off the back line. Sena and the libero, Audrey Patton, were right there, but it found its way in between them. I think it deflected off Patton. And the Huskies with the point will send Tatiana Evans back to serve. Evans with the save. McLaughlin sets up Jacobs. And a block at the net by Audrey Pierce. Gets the point for the Huskies. And it's 7-2 HCU. Good start for the home team here tonight in this key Southland Conference matchup for two teams looking for playoff seeding. McLaughlin sets up Pierce. Kept alive by UIW, and they get it back across. Dash met at the net, but we're going to get a violation on the Huskies. That'll be point UIW. No, it'll be a violation on UIW, a point to the Huskies. And it's now 8-2 as Evans serves. So a couple of return errors early here by UIW, and another gives the Huskies their 9th point. So UIW with the first salvo of the game. Took a 1-0 lead. Huskies answered with 5 in a row before UIW broke that streak with a point. And now 4 more in a row for the Huskies. That'll break that string as the Cardinals make it 9-3. Look at the replay here. Good, strong right hand in the middle. That time by Taylor Thomas, the freshman from Pompano Beach. In now to serve is Ellie Keisman. Keisman, a 5'1" freshman from Buffalo, Minnesota. And that one goes outside the line. On the return by HCU, point belongs to UIW, 9-4. Keisman serves again. Strong line drive, but in the middle, Pierce with the kill. The monster right hand drops it down and gets a point back for HCU. 10-4 now. Set number 1. Head coach for UIW is Gabrielle Ording. Trent Herman, of course, the head coach for HCU. Both teams trying to position themselves for tournament play and seeding. And there's one deflected out of bounds off of UIW. It's 11-4. Cassidy Dravella serves for the Huskies. Check it, that was Peyton Fidal. And this one's going to go wide and out. Again, deflected off UIW. No answer. And the lead is now up to 8. Fidal with the service. And again, on the back line, no answer for UIW. Risa Sena. UIW already with 4 errors, 3 attack errors to go along with their 3 kills. So they actually have a hit percentage right now of 0. Sena on the back line managed to keep that one alive. She struggled the last couple of volleys, but this one stays in play, and the return this time by UIW goes long, and it's point. Now check it, they're going to say it was deflected, I believe, off of, yep, you can see on the replay there, Huskies hit the net, got a hand on it. So the point goes to UIW. 13-5, and found no man's land there, trying to go to the deck to keep it alive for HCU was Samaya Medford, the sophomore from Mansfield Lake Ridge, transfer from Louisiana Tech. She couldn't keep it alive. Now Medford into the net, comes up short. And that's 3 in a row now for UIW. They're back to within 6. Just about to brag on HCU with only 1 attacking error early in this match. But now it's UIW who's riding the streak, and they've gotten 4 points in a row to bring them back to within 5. And Allison with the delivery sends it over, tipped across by Pierce, kept alive at the net. Good hustle by Evans. And the block at the net goes out of bounds. It'll be Huskies' point. Ends the streak of 4 in a row by UIW. And the Huskies extended out to 14-8. A little moisture on the floor. Garza, Pierce, Medford up front for the Huskies. But Jacobs back to serve. UIW ready to receive. And at the net, the Huskies get it back across. I believe that was Audrey Pierce one more time with the point there to make it 15-8. And Jacobs again will serve. Still no service errors in this game. That's a good sign for both these squads. Allison sets it up and deflected at the net, but point will go to the Cardinals. It's been a streaky affair early on here. The Huskies with a couple of 4- and 5-point streaks, and that one just was 2 in a row. And the Cardinals with one streak of 4 in a row of their own, and the deflection off of one of the Cardinals on the front line gives HCU the point. And Audrey Pierce, who did not start tonight, but is quickly out there, the leading scorer on this team. And too many taps now for HCU. We'll give it back to UIW. They take the point. They're in double digits now here in set number 1. 16-10 is our score. Back to serve is Audrey Patton. The Floridian gets it over. Archie at the net. Back across. Keeping it alive. Medford deflected at the net. And the point goes to HCU. That one stayed in on the back line even after the deflection. Wouldn't have mattered. But the Huskies get the point. Grace McLaughlin now to serve. McLaughlin sets up Garza and no response. And another timeout on the floor. The Huskies have increased the lead to 18-10 here in set number 1. This is the first of 2 matches this week. As you see, again, Anna Garza with the last point. Deflected at the net by UIW, and then shorthanded tonight. A couple of players nursing injuries that did not make the trip. Back to live action. The Huskies keep it alive. McLaughlin sets up Jacobs. Kept alive by Incarnate Word. And at the net, Kyla Malone gets it over. Malone, the junior from New Braunfels Canyon High School, gets the point for UIW. 18-11. And Ayeb Fatal gets it across. And it doesn't get over the net. The Huskies had nobody there to get it over. They had touched it the maximum number of times anyway, and so watch it hit the ground, and it makes it 18-12. Blocked at the net that time. A good job by Risa Sena, the 6-foot senior from Long Beach. Got into the net and kept it from going beyond her. Makes it 18-13. Jacobs, McLaughlin, and no design on that. That was basically just try to keep it alive. And as they have gone throughout the season, you've seen them progress. Quick timeout. Both teams back out to the floor, but a little bit of housekeeping to be done on the HCU side of the net. Ready to go now As Incarnate Word with 4 points in a row, ready to serve, and Fatal goes into the net. There's the initial service error of the night for either side, and it'll give the Huskies their 19th point. Garza checks out. Alexia Jones in and will serve and sends it way too deep. A little too much steam on the service. And so the point goes right back to UIW, and Sena now will drop back in service for the Cardinals. Set up by McLaughlin. It's Alana Archie with the strong left hand, and she gets it, or check out the strong right hand, and she gets it over. Look at it one more time. McLaughlin with a perfect set, and just right there to the right of Patton, the libero, and she could not react fast enough. Blocked at the net by the Huskies, and they'll get the point out of it. UIW trying to attack on the return. But there for the block was the front line for HCU. Evans serves. And into no man's land. Point belongs to UIW. 21-16. On our way to a decision here in set number 1. Ellie Keisman back in to serve for UIW. Jacobs too strong with her right hand. And she tried to drop the hammer, but sent it too deep out the back line, and it's down to a 4-point match once more. 21-17. Pierce looked like she faked the strong attack, the hammer with the right hand, and then just tapped it across, and that got UIW off balance, and they were unable to respond. And so now the point and service returns to HCU. Fadal gets it across, and no answer by Sena. She's had problems along the back line here in this first set. 23-17 now. And if you're HCU, you might have spotted a weak spot there. Fadal again will go right to the same spot. This time the answer, but at the net, the Huskies pick up point number 24, and this will be set point for the first game of this match. Kept alive, and Pierce tried to go for the kill. No answer, though, is a good response on the return from UIW. Jones on the back line tried to make a diving effort, but could not get to it. And so now down by 6, it'll be set point number 2 with UIW serving. Jacobs met at the net. Fadal keeps it alive, met again. Set up dash across the way. Pierce with the point and the set off the arm of Laughlin will serve to get us underway. Allison, nice dig by Evans. And the deflection at the net gives the point to HCU, 1-0. Looks for a minute like UIW thought they might have had the point, but The Huskies come away with it. Malone saved nicely on the back line by Evans, kept alive and across by McLaughlin. Jacobs sets up Garza, and it goes again off the fingertips of one of the front line for UIW, and it's 2-0 quickly here to start the second set for the Huskies. HCU left side. Get the point. Now Kyla Malone will drop back to serve for UIW after the 3-0 start for HCU. Evans with the dig. McLaughlin sets up Garza, and it's in on the back line for the point. Huskies take the serve right back. Alexia Jones checks in. Garza checks out. And Jones will drop back to serve. Huskies in that first set with a .343 hitting percentage. UIW just .207. Jacobs with the dunk. Gets it into the middle of the floor, and Patton close, but not close enough. She just found the open spot there, and instead of smashing it home, decided to just drop it in. Now where Audrey Patton hit the deck, they're gonna mop up the moisture, and we're ready to go. Alexia Jones ready to serve. Alexia from Pearland. And a point for HCU into the net. .6-1 now. So after a 3-0 start, single point by UIW. Now 3 more. Jones gets it across. Dug nicely by Patton. Kept alive on HCU side of the net. Jacobs sends it too deep. That'll end the second 3-point run for HCU and make it 6-2. Ellie Keisman, 5'1" freshman, back out, and she'll serve. That one hits the net and goes wide. Point back to the Huskies. So Keisman checked in just to serve and checks back out. Calissa Allison back out on the floor now, and Evans serving for the Huskies. Fatal. Huskies keep it alive, but not on the return that time from Finley Evans. Santa's gonna check back in. You see at the net, actually that was Cade Thomas, the 6'3" junior middle blocker from League City. Thomas went to Clear Falls High School, and that one will go wide. Point belongs to UIW. The Huskies tried to get it inside the line, but it went out of bounds. And Allison remains in service now. 7-4 is our score here in set number 2. Good, strong delivery by Pierce, and ready to go again after the nice dig and return. Kept alive. Pierce kept alive by Allison, but she sends it wide, and the point belongs to the Huskies. Peyton Fadal checks in, and she will serve and gets it across. At the net, Allison sets up Thomas, and Thomas in the middle sends it across and gets a point and service right back to UIW. Finley Evans will draw back to serve. Evans, the junior from Frisco Memorial High School, gets it across, kept alive by the Huskies. Malone over. And Jacobs sends it too deep. Emerald Jacobs trying to come up with the point. No, they're going to say there was a deflection at the net. So give the point to the Huskies. Jacobs now will serve. Emerald, the senior from Klein Oak, transferred from Florida A&M. Allison with the point that time on the kill into the middle of the floor. Makes it 9-6. Allison came in with 202 kills on the season. Good volley here. Sena kept alive by Jacobs. Set up Medford. Medford gets it over, but back the other way. Malone with the strong right hand. Perfect set, and she got her momentum into the drive with the right hand, and just no response on the back line for HCU. It's down to 2-9-7. Audrey Pierce with the point for HCU. Watch the replay again. Pierce now will serve. She leads the Huskies in scoring and has 253 kills for the year. Part of the big three for HCU. Kept alive, good volley on both sides, and point goes to HCU. UIW thought they had the point there, and our net official, Richard Blow, gave the point to the Huskies. Don't know if we're going to get a challenge. It does not appear we will. It'll play on. Gabby Ording had a question there, but apparently got an answer that satisfied her. Medford with the strong right arm. Hammers it home, and the Huskies now extend the lead up to 5. Medford going right side cross court, and there's a service ace. Back. The Huskies have increased their hit percentage from .343 in set number 1 to .438 here in set number 2, and they come up with the point out of the timeout to extend the lead even further. 14-7. It's been a good night for Trent Herman's squad here against UIW, the team just ahead of them in the standings, but Malone sends it down, gets the point. Stops the string for HCU, and it'll give Fatal the serve. She's ready to go. Leaves her feet, sends it across the net, and point will belong to UIW. Little meeting at the net there, and it went out of bounds off HCU's fingertips. 14-9. Fatal sends it over. Medford again blocked. This time, that was Malone again who got up. Medford was right there. Taylor Thomas, though, along with Kyla Malone, got in her way and would not allow the point. 14-10. Malone tried to go over, but mistimed her jump and mistimed the tap, and point belongs to HCU. Grace McLaughlin will check back in for the Huskies. Ready to serve, leading by 5 now. Grace goes with a flat-footed serve and met at the net. Garza tried to get it across. She thought it went out off of a UIW body, but the point goes to the Cardinals. According to the officials, no argument from Trent Herman. You saw Garza's reaction there at the bottom of your screen on the replay. Patton keeps it alive. Nice dig in the middle. The response from Thomas, and she'll get the point, bring them back to within 3, 15-12. Malone. Jump serve. McLaughlin sets up Archie, and she's up to the task to get the kill and the point. McLaughlin with a soft set there, but Archie quick with the right hand, drove it right to the middle of the floor, and those are hard to respond to. Patton deflects it over to Allison, kept alive at the net, and the point will belong to HCU. Nice block by the Huskies on the return attempt that time. See the numbers on Jones as she serves. 6 receptions this evening, and the right hand delivery goes wide, and the Huskies extend it out to 6. So Jones ready to serve one more time. Allison and Fatal talk things over while they do some housekeeping on the floor. Taylor Thomas had the towel, and she's ready to go now. Jones will serve for the Huskies. And a deflection. One took extra time to get to a decision as UIW took a 16-14 win in that 5th set. So nothing determined yet, even though HCU is now out to an 8-point advantage here in set number 2. 20-12 is our score. See the replay of the service, and like UIW was faked out by the speed and trajectory of that serve. But now the strong right hand from the outside hitter. I believe that was Thomas who got the hand on it. She gets the point back for UIW. And it's 20-13. Keisman will serve. Gets it across. In the middle of the floor, Alana Archie has come up with a couple of big points here in the 2nd set. She checks out. Tatiana Evans ready to serve. Drives it across. Fatal finds Evans, and Evans thought she got some contact at the net. She was looking for the point, but the officials say no touch, no foul. Point to HCU. 22-13. Evans to serve again, sends it deep. Malone with the response. Kept alive by the Huskies. They set up Jacobs, but she sends it deep, and the point will go back to UIW. Saina's going to check back in. She's had some extended time on the sideline here. Struggled a little bit in that first set, had a couple of return errors. But back out on the floor on the front line here, Evans with the right hand from the left side. Saina is going to send it deep, and Jones kept it alive, but returned in the wrong direction, and the point will belong to the Cardinals. Jones out of position on that back line. I think she was ready for a fastball and got a curve instead. There's another point at the net for the Cardinals. So it makes it 22-16. And Allison sends it across again. Jacobs with the response. Wide and high. See that one as well. (22-17) here. Huskies with the lead. Cardinals with the serve, down by 5. Allison. Evans with the strong hand, received by McLaughlin. Allison kept it alive. Saina saves it. They got to get it across. Malone does. Set up Jacobs at the net and into the net on the return. Malone trying to keep it alive. Evans wasn't sure where she was in relationship to the cords, and so she got tangled up, and the point goes to HCU now. The Dow will serve and sends it to Patton. Jones on the back line with the dig. Point belongs to Cade Thomas, who's come alive here in set number 2. She was quiet in that first set, but has been a factor in the middle of the floor for UIW. See, using her tall 6'3" frame to occupy the space in the middle of the floor. And the Cardinals come up with the point again. They're back to within 3 now. Check it with them 4. 23-19 is the score. And Evans serves to Jones. Jacobs deflected at the net, but kept alive by the Cardinals. Malone gets it across and will get the kill. And now it's a 3-point match. Evans continues her stretch serving and gets it to Evans. Set up Medford in the middle, gets it over. Malone. Jones keeps it alive for the Huskies. Emerald Jacobs with the kill to make it set point here in the second set. Patton was there, but unable to keep it in play. So now Emerald Jacobs serves. Malone met at the net, blocked by Pierce. And the Huskies take UIW trying to rally here. And we're underway. Raven Dash with the first point of the third set. Garza checks out. Lexi Jones checks in. Dash tonight with her third kill of the evening, her fourth point. And the Huskies get it in for point number 2. Good start to the third set. Huskies trying to keep the pressure on. Got out to a quick start. Don't want to give the momentum back. Jacobs with the hustle. That one is too long. Dash trying to send it deep, but send it too far, and the point will belong to UIW, and Kyla Malone will drop back to serve. Point for the Huskies. As we look at the standings earlier tonight, Southeastern Louisiana at the top of the table in the league, undefeated so far. The Huskies have already seen them a couple of weeks ago. Huskies give the point right back to UIW. SFA is in second place in the conference standings right now with a 10-2 record. Keisman gets the service across. Pierce in the middle gets the point for the Huskies. Sent it to the right angle and found the spot where nobody was. See, Keisman looked like she expected to have to adjust back to the middle of the floor on the response from Pierce, and Pierce instead deked her out and got it. Jones trying to save it, but cannot. And UIW comes right back. A back and forth affair here, closer start in both of the first two sets. HCU got off to a couple of runs that set them out to 5 and 6 point advantages early in the sets. But this one's back and forth. And the Huskies with the deflection at the net will get the point there and make it 5-3. Jacobs serving for HCU. It's deep to Patton. The response after the nice set will go wide. Point belongs to the Huskies. 6-3 now. Back-to-back scores for HCU. Jacobs to Evans. Back across, and that won't make Trent Herman, the head coach of the Huskies, very happy, but the point stays with UIW. And the first challenge of the night, so if you're Coach Herman, you're in a spot where there's not a lot to lose by having them take another look at that one. Here's Medford with the strong right hand, and she hammers it down. Deflected off the Cardinals. Point for the Huskies. And Audrey Pierce will serve. 7-4, HCU with the advantage. Pierce gets it to Finley. And met at the net, Garza and Archie right there to block and get the point for the Huskies. And Alana Archie reacted as if she got a lot of that one, and the Huskies now extend the lead to 4. Garza gets it across just to keep it alive. Jacobs with the nice dig. Garza again sends it deep and into the net. It's going to be point Huskies as UIW can't come up with the reaction. Pierce serving to Patton. Kept it alive, set up Malone. She's got to get it over and does. Pierce sets up Medford, but she's blocked by Cade Thomas at the net. Cade Thomas and Taylor Thomas, no relation. Taylor Thomas from Pompano Beach, Florida. Cade Thomas from the Houston area. Point goes to the Huskies on the service error. 9-5 now. Huskies leading in set number 3, trying to come away with a straight set win tonight here to bring them back to 500 in league play and bring them within a game of UIW in the conference standings. Malone, but kept alive by Evans. Garza met at the net, and that one's going to be wide on the block. Good job at the net by UIW, but they couldn't keep it in play. And the lead's out to 6 now, 11-5 as McLaughlin serves again. Sena met at the net by Garza. And the point to HCU. Watch the reaction again. Sena was there, but Garza said no. And her teammates celebrate with her. Another deflection goes wide for the Cardinals. And the Huskies again are on a roll here, 13-5. Allison in the middle, sends it deep, kept alive by Jacobs. Patton to Sena, they get it over. McLaughlin sets up dash, and UIW keeps it alive still. Good volley, and Garza will bring it to a close. Nice back and forth that time by both sides. But Anna Garza got set up well and found UIW out of position on the left side. Garza saves it this time. McLaughlin gets it over. Patton to Malone, but met at the net, and Dash with the answer gets the point for the Huskies. Errors on 14 total attack attempts for UIW, so they've got a negative hitting percentage here in the third set. Out of the timeout, the Huskies with the service. Garza met at the net, good block that time, right at the cords by Sophia Grimm. Grimm, the sophomore from Cypress Creek High School, seeing some action here in the third set, and she'll check out. Fatale back in, and she'll serve now. UIW trailing 6, serving to 15. McLaughlin sets up Dash, and Dash with the kill and the point. Raven Dash now with her 4th kill of the night. She's got 5.5 points. 16-6 is our score. Kyla Malone checks back in for UIW. Jones serving for the Huskies. Fatale keeps it alive. Evans with the nice dig. dash blocked at the net. That was Taylor Thomas. I believe gets credit for the block on that one. Makes it 16-7. Thomas and Allison were both right there, but it was Taylor Thomas who got the hands up. Gets the point for UIW. Back-to-back points now as the response from HCU goes wide on that exchange. 16-8. Huskies have had as much as a 10-point advantage here in set number 3, the biggest extension of the night, and the Huskies will take it back up to 9. Jacobs getting the point there. 17-8. That one deflected off of Allison. You see it got a piece of her arm at the net there. And again, Jacobs strong at the net, but this one goes wide, and so the point will in fact go to the Cardinals. Keisman will check in, she'll serve. Patton and Taylor Thomas check out. Alex Beecham back out on the floor as well for UIW. Fidal will step back out onto the floor. She will serve, the freshman from Barbers Hill. Gets it deep, kept alive. Malone goes outside the lines to keep it up. Medford gets it across. Fidal has to get it back over, and Pierce off the deflection of Patton gets the point for the Huskies in the standings. And Texas A&M Corpus Christi, A&M Corpus with a 9-3 record coming into play tonight. UIW at 7-4, but now the Huskies just behind UIW are trying to do what UIW did to A&M Corpus Christi. That one is too long, and the point will belong to the Cardinals. Calissa Allison will serve. 19-10. Evans gets it over. Malone, Allison, Thomas at the net. Kept alive by the Huskies. Fidal, now they got to get it over, and Jacobs could not get it that time. Into the net it goes, and 2 in a row now for UIW, and the Cardinals continue with Calissa Allison serving. Deflected at the net, kept alive. Pierce in the middle, and it's deflected. Point for the Huskies. 20-11 now, so the Huskies closing in on closing out here in set number 3. And Jacobs will serve. Nice dig by Evans that time. The Huskies get it across. Stays alive, met at the net. And HCU with a point. Cardinals trying to pinball the volleyball back and forth. Couldn't keep it off the floor. And again, the lead is 10 here in set number 3, 21-11. As Jacobs gets it over. Allison. Fidal sets up Garza, goes deep, but kept alive. Evans, Fidel, and Pierce with the hammer gets the point and stakes him out to the largest lead of set number 3 here, 22-11. Watch the finish on this one. Medford got it in on the back line. Point goes to HCU. No dispute from the Cardinal sideline, so the point stands and the Huskies are now up by a dozen, 23-11. Jacobs serving again. Malone with the dig. Kept alive, and this one's going to go out of bounds. That'll keep UIW playing here for at least another point. 23-12 is our score. And Alex Beecham drops back to serve. Beecham, the freshman from Vandergrift High School in Austin. Medford gets it over, kept alive on the back line by Beecham. Garza sends it deep. Nice dig by the libero Patton. Evans sets up Medford into the net though. And it's back to 10, 23-13. UIW draws a little bit closer. You see the details on Alex Beecham from Austin. Plays her college volleyball not too far from home down in San Antonio. At the net, Pierce tried to get it across, kept alive nicely by UIW. Fidel sets up Garza, but again, a good response by UIW. At the net this time, though, Audrey Pierce is going to finish it off. Deflected off of one of the Cardinals, and it'll be set and match point now for HCU, up by 11, 24-13, and Pierce will try to close it out here. Beecham receives, back across. Fidel sets up Medford, blocked but kept alive by the Huskies. Garza gets it across. Pierce. And Pierce again, and tapped across the net, and the Huskies will